Hey, happy Monday. Happy Monday. And I wanted to jump on here and give you a real quick how-to video on how to do some pirate ship, right? So we're going to do a little pirate ship. This is going to be very, very fast. Pirate ship is a free service on the web, and it's at pirateship.com. Let me just put it right there for you. Right there. So it's right there, and it's free, and it's for packages. It's not for like letters, not letters. Sounds like the people who cut our lawn just showed up. So that's funny. So hopefully you don't hear all that blowing and motors and stuff. All right, so it's for padded envelopes, pirateship.com, right there on the screen. And it's free service, free service. So we're going to jump right in. I just want to tell you some of the things you might need. So padded envelopes for sure, because you want to protect your product. This is, I think, an 11 by 9, which is important, and I'll tell you later why. This is like a 9 by 7. You just use a regular old ruler to measure that up. You can get those from Amazon. You can get those padded envelopes from Amazon. I started with a Weight Watchers scale. Weight Watchers scale looks kind of like this. Okay, so have it near you. You just have to know the pounds and the ounces. I think a Weight Watchers scale goes up to 6 pounds, and I don't think you're sending more than 6 pounds of Mary Kay to anybody. If you are, you probably need to get them on your team, okay? If you're sending 6 pounds. Okay, so let's jump right in. I'm going to share my screen with you. So obviously you would go to www.pirateship.com. You would need to set up an account, which just requires you to enter like an email address and like a password. And this, when you get in here, it's free. Okay, it's free. What's really cool about Pirate Ship is that when you enter someone's information in here, as you can see, I've got some people already in here. Now, I have 2 services that I use. So anyways, but when I use this, when you put the people's names in there, they stay in there like a little address book. So usually when you mail something out to a person, usually that's what you do all the time with them, right? So like if they're local, then you're going to deliver to them, porch drop off or whatever, or maybe you do porch pickup drop off on your porch like I do. And okay, so but normally if you are going to be mailing to somebody, then it's probably always going to be there. So it's really great that this saves their address. So you're in here now. The other thing that I believe that you will have to do upon putting in your email and setting up an account is they are going to require you to put in a debit card or a MasterCard, because when you do this, they will charge your card right away. Okay, so let me show you how it's going to happen. So you're going to, and you don't worry about labels. I'm going to show you how to do it with just a printer. Now you do need a printer. Okay, so you're going to create a single label. That's the guy you're going to do right there. Okay, so you're going to create a single label, and we're going to put in Janice, because I usually ship to a lady named Janice. So Janice, okay, I don't think I should probably leave her stuff up there, but see how that came right up? Okay, so I wonder if I I don't think I ever mailed anything to myself. But anyways, you get the gist. So see where it says ship from? I'm able to put all of that information in there. So that's the return address. Okay, super cool, right? So plug in your person's name, address, and all that stuff. And then you've already got your ship from in there. Now we come to the type of packaging. Okay, now you generally want to stay away from boxes because they're going to charge you more for that. So you just kind of click on that box, and I go right to envelopes, padded. Okay, now you can do other things with this pirate ship, but unless you have those particular boxes and things like that, then you can't. I hardly never use those boxes. I always go right to padded envelope, click on there. Now it's going to ask me my dimensions. So we're going to say, you can already see I have some in there preloaded. So we're going to go 9 by 7. That's the smaller one. Okay. All right. Now, pounds package, mine generally, if it's pounds at all, you can see it's going to be 1 or 2. Okay. And then the ounces is where it gets tricky. Okay. So you need to, usually mine are something like 14.7 ounces. Okay. I never check any of these hazardous materials because I don't send hazardous materials custom forms. I have in the past, but that was for a family related thing, which is super cool. Save the package for a repeated use. Mine are never repeated because people always order different things, right? Now, I cannot do this without putting in someone's name. So, because it needs the information. Okay. ALORING. You know what? I'll put in, let me see. I'll do this one. Oopsie. And what's super cool is that you see right away, it will pop up an address for you based on the initial typing that you put in there. So I have an address in there. I have a name. We got the ship to. We know what kind of package it is. It's a padded envelope. We've got the dimensions of the envelope, and we've got the weight. Now we want to get the rates. Okay, so let's get the rates. So here is where it's going to give us some choices, right? Some choices. So right now it's telling me that the cheapest way to go is first class. And that's going to be $5.49 to send that package. Okay. You could see right above it in the lighter gray print. If you went to the post office, it would be $8.70. I don't know how they get it so cheap, but it's a blessing. Now, if you wanted to maybe send it more, see, it says here, cheapest estimated delivery time is 2.5 days. If you click on over on the right-hand side, this arrow, it will show you the other opportunities that you have to send it. Maybe you need it to get there, I don't know, in 1 to 3 days. So that'll cost you $7.37. And you can click on that if you want right there, you see? But I don't want to do that because they don't need to get it that fast. So I'm going to go with the cheaper way. Now you're going to click buy the label. Okay, I'm not going to click buy the label because I don't want to buy that label. But you can see that it says you're going to be charged $5.49 on the MasterCard that I put in there. And right away, not when it ships, like right now. Now, what I want to tell you is, I wonder, reports. So what'll happen when you buy the label? I got to show you how it works though. Cancel. You know what? I'll just cancel it. So we're going to hit buy the label. We're not sending it anywhere, but I want you to see the label because I can actually do a cancel and then a refund. So you can see right here, it shows you the little timeline of the deal of how you have a little link you can click to kind of watch it, which is great. The post office always gives us that. You can see that it's going from point A to point B, and it kind of gives you an idea of when it will arrive. Okay. All right. So that's all awesome. Okay. So we are going to print the label, and I want to show you that because that's kind of important. And here, you know what? I don't actually, yeah. So here, I just print that. Now, it comes out of my printer on regular old copy machine paper. Regular old copy machine paper. Hopefully you can see this. I use clear shipping tape, and I usually need to use 3 strips of this to cover up that label. So when I print the label, I trim it down. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see that right here. See how it says the label is going to come out on the right-hand side of the paper, and it's only going to be on half of that piece of paper. So it's not going to be like this ginormous label. Okay, so it's only going to be probably about this big. Now, you can get into all that stuff if you want to, the label making and the labels and all that stuff. I don't really want to do that. So I print the label. Obviously, you hit the little print icon, prints out. I trim it down because I have like a little paper trimmer. And then I put it on here, and I use my 3 strips of clear packing tape to secure it onto the padded envelope. So, and then this is the beauty of it. Okay, so here, let me stop sharing. Hopefully, if you have questions, I want you to put them in the comments or in the chat, and I will be sure to answer them. But let me stop sharing real quick and come back over here. So here's the beauty of it. Okay, so I could be down in my office working, getting some packages together, right? Okay, so maybe I have like too many to fit into my mailbox, and then I put the flag up because then my postman is going to come and get it. But maybe I have too many. So I don't know if it would work at your place or where you live, but what I did is I went out, my mailbox is on a wooden post, okay? So I went out, those planter hooks that have a screw thread here and then there are a hook here. Okay. So I went like this, right? So I have a hook here now, and this is the screw part. I screwed it into the wood so that it's just underneath my mailbox, right? And I put all my packages into like a grocery store bag, and then I hang it on the side of my mailbox because there's a little hook there. So my mailman and you got to get to know your mailman. My mailman's name is Greg, and he's a great guy. So he knows that if the flag is up and the mailbox is empty, but there is a bag of packages hanging on the hook, that's what I want him to pick up. So, anyways, that's what I have for you. That's the how-to today for pirateship.com. I hope that blesses you, because I know when I learned all that stuff, I was like, hallelujah. I don't have to go back and forward to the post office 3 times a week. Oh my gosh. Or worry about running it out to the postman when he swings by because it's too big for my mailbox. So anyways, hope that blesses you, and I will see you guys on the next how-to.